there was a Maine potato farmer and a Texas rancher that got together at a conference. Texan turned to the guy and he said, "So you grow potatoes, huh?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "How big's your spread?" And the Maine fella said, "Well, don't rightly know, but tough to walk across it in a day." And the Texan turned to him and he said, "Walk? Hell, man, I can't drive across my spread in a pickup truck in 2 days." And the guy from Maine said, "Yeah, had me a pickup truck like that once." As you might guess, my interest is trees, has been for some time. And I think Michael would agree with me that trees are a solution to many of the issues that we face. They're not the only solution. They're part of a coordinated solution, which is really what we need. We need to coordinate all the pieces of the puzzle here. But trees, through the millenniums, have provided answers to many of the problems that we're about to face. You've heard people talk about how many calories of fossil fuel energy it takes to get food to you. Some of that fossil fuel energy is in nitrogen-based fertilizers. How many of you realize that we're more dependent on the Middle East for nitrogen fertilizers than we are for oil? All right? We get 50% of our nitrogen-based fertilizers from the Middle East. That means we're far more dependent for food than we are for fuel. And there are numerous species of trees that can provide much of that nitrogen-based fertilizer. There are numerous species of trees that can provide livestock fodder that would allow Bobby and the other individuals that are interested in having livestock industry here on Kauai to fatten them up here. And these things are just every bit as good as grass-fed. What Bobby didn't make a big point of, but it is a big point, is that grass-fed beef has almost the same omega-3s as fish does. It's a much better product. And cattle that are fattened up on some of the high-protein feeds that trees can provide have exactly the same advantage. Trees provide, in many cultures, the basis for regeneration of soils. How many of you heard the term terra preta? You know what I'm talking about, all right? Biochar. And they provide a source of energy. A third of the world still uses that as their primary source of energy. That's like 2 billion people. It's the largest agricultural commodity in the world by a huge margin, is timber. So there are a lot of potential solutions to a lot of the challenges that we face that can easily be resolved through the utilization of the right varieties and the right amounts of timber. Like I said, this is not something we should only be doing. We should be doing this in coordination with the rest of the activities that we do, but it's a really neat and easy way to solve a lot of these problems. I'd be glad to talk about it later. Thanks.